Saleem Oweis joins me now from Amman. He is a communications officer at UNICEF, Middle East and North Africa. Saleem, great to have you here with us on TRT World. Can you just explain how is the famine in Gaza affecting its children?
Well, as we heard in your report, 1 in 3 children under 2 in the north of Gaza are suffering from acute malnutrition. That's a situation where if it continues as is, we're gonna really witness an explosion, as we said, of death among children because of malnutrition. Children have been suffering so long, over 5 months now, from explosions, from bombardment, from violence, and now they are even more suffering with this. Malnutrition is a really dangerous situation they find themselves in, not only for their current dangers. It's not only threatening their lives, but it threatens the lives of those who survive it, the futures of those who survive it as well. We're talking about stunted growth, both physical impairment and mental abilities will be affected. Hence, we will have a generation of children who are struggling to be productive in their communities, and that will affect the whole of Gaza. That's if we don't interfere now. That's if we keep walking on this path down to the famine that is not yet declared. But the point here is we shouldn't wait for an official declaring of famine.
I think, Saleem, to be fair to the international community, I think the international community is trying to interfere. It is calling upon Israel to stop its attacks on Gaza, but it's Tel Aviv which is not listening to these calls. Moving forward, we have seen many experts, including the United Nations, say on multiple occasions that Gazans do not have access to some of the most basic necessities of life, such as drinking water, food, healthcare facilities, and now, as we highlighted in our report, UN food experts are saying that deaths from starvation are only a few weeks away. I wonder if that can be stopped. Is there something that the international community can do on an urgent basis to stop that from happening?
Well, first of all, is opening all the crossing points to get aid in. Of course, the sole solution and the ultimate solution is a ceasefire, and that's what we are all waiting for and hoping for. But in the meantime, access of aid convoys without any restriction, without any delays and limits, that's what is needed now. And these deaths of children, we've witnessed tens of deaths among children because of malnutrition and dehydration. These can be stopped. This is preventable. Just to get food, medical treatment, and basic necessities, as you said, these are the things that are needed now, and they need to be in directly and at scale.
Right. Now, Saleem, you work for UNICEF, and I'm sure in the past you have been involved in other major conflicts where children are affected. In your time with UNICEF, have you seen something of this sort, something of this proportion, something like this before?
Absolutely not. And the difference in Gaza now is usually in any escalation or conflict or armed operation, people have a place to go to, have a place to escape to. In the Gaza Strip, that's impossible. The Gaza Strip is a very small piece of land that hosts a lot of people. Originally, in Gaza, the density of people is high. Now it's even worse. We're talking about 1.7 million internally displaced people. Most of them are in one city, Rafah, which is now, according to the news and then the statements, might be facing a military operation, which makes it a catastrophe upon catastrophe that's imminent to happen if we reach that point. So it's really, really important now to safeguard children's rights and give them the protection that they are entitled to. And this can't happen with continuous bombardment and lack of aid going on.
Saleem Oweis, thank you very much for talking to us here on TRT World. Really appreciate your taking out the time.